Okay guys, this is BA back on Saturday, October 20th, 2016, and what I'd like to do is just go over what I'm dubbing as the best directional trading method I've ever seen. And I say that simply because you guys know that we focus our niches on high probability of success option trades, but you also know in the background I've always been working on a directional trading method. I've been working on a directional trading method that's high probability in nature for probably 20 years. You know, I coded a lot of stuff in TradeStation when I had that platform, and the one concept that I've always keyed in on is a concept that's been consistently there in every time frame since freely markets have been traded. And that's the trend identification and a pullback in a trend, trying to exploit that pullback. For me, that's the highest probability, highest chance of making a profit in a directional trading method, because directional trading by itself is a low probability chance. So the problem that we're trying to fix is quite simply, can we turn a directional trading system into a high probability of success methodology that rivals what we're doing in the options market? The answer is probably no, but we may be able to get very close. If we get very close, then we can mint money. We can manage wealth with our option trades. You can create wealth with your option trades, but you can catapult your net worth and turn small sums of money into large sums if you have a good directional trading method and a good money management algorithm to cover that. So tonight what I want to do is just give you an update on what I'm working on. It's not finished, it's still a work in progress, but let me clarify that. The trading method is finished. There's no tweaks I have to make to what I have. What I'm trying to do is put all of this into a fully automated trading system, and so that's what I'm working on. I have the first part coded, which you've been introduced to, but I'm working on the second part, which is coding the filter in with the trigger charts. So let's go through this right quick just to catch you up and show you what I'm going to be showing from this point forward. Alright, so again, the best directional trading method I've ever seen. So the following snapshots are part of probably the best method that I know of, that I've used, that I've programmed. Now this is important. The tools that I use are those indicators that generate these signals are not available on standard software packages. So they're not part of TOS, they're not part of TradeStation or NinjaTrader. They're, the core indicator is something that was created. It can be coded because I have it coded in TradeStation, but it's just not available there. So, you know, what I'm trying to do, guys, is put a package together. Eventually, I want to package this thing up and sell it. Just like I'm mentioning right here, at some point I will package this and sell it, you know, to Thinkorswim, TradeStation, and NinjaTrader platforms. So right now we just have to rely on visual recognition for one aspect of this. But the beauty about this system is that there's dozens of signals every day and night. If you follow just 3 symbols, that's it. You'll get plenty of action trading this thing. The key is in waiting for that longer term chart to set up and put you in a position, and then once you wait, if you have the discipline to wait for that, then you wait for the automated signals on the trigger chart, and that's what we're going to cover. So the rules for this for the system are simple. A bullish setup is when you see the indicator, it's going to be blue line over yellow line. Bearish is blue line under yellow line. Simple. That's the key to this right here, guys, is simple stuff. Alright, so rule number 1, if the long-term chart is bullish, then we're going to switch to the trigger chart and buy the automated blue signals that are marked either 1, 2, or 3. That's all there is to it. You visually check right now to see if the long-term chart is in a bullish mode, and then if you see the blue signals, you just jump in and buy it. And the opposite is true for the bearish signals. If the long-term chart is bearish, then we switch to the trigger chart and sell the red automated signals marked either 1, 2, or 3. There's one other rule, but I don't know that I would ever be able to program that one in. It's a very good trade setup, but this is the highest probability of success. Alright, so let's just take a look at a couple of charts here. Alright, here is the Australian dollar and the Canadian dollar in the Forex market. Alright, let me orient you to what we're looking at. The right hand side over here, this is the long-term chart. I prefer the 5-minute chart on this setup. The left hand side is the trigger chart. I prefer on the trigger chart the 4-tick range, or the 3-tick, or the 5-tick, whatever range you get pulled up on there. That's what I prefer. Alright, so what I'm looking for, rule number 1, long-term chart, blue line over yellow line is bullish. When I have that set up, see the blue line over the yellow line all the way up through there. All I'm trying to do is at some point during that blue line, take a high probability trade on the trigger chart, and then take either 5 to 10 ticks out at a max, somewhere in that range. So if we have the bullish setup, then we switch over to the trigger chart and we wait till we get a bullish setup on the trigger chart. There we get it. You see blue line over yellow, and then we get the pullback, and then we get the signal. Now I'm not looking, I can visually see the pullback, but I'm waiting for the signal. So the signal says jump in, and you see the quick run up. You get your profit target in that, and more in that little jump up right there. And also what I've done is I've highlighted this portion of the long-term chart that pertains to the short-term trigger chart. So this is where that takes place inside that trend. So you can see right here, we had plenty of opportunity. All you need to do is catch one of those per market, per day, and guys, I think we can do pretty well with this. So anyway, that's the Australian dollar and the Canadian dollar. Give me just a second. I need to. All right, I'm back. All right, here's the Russell futures. Same thing, long-term chart. This time it's a bearish setup. So we have blue line under yellow line. So now we're just waiting on the trigger chart to get bearish. We're waiting for blue line under yellow line, and then we see a signal there, puts you in, and you have some drawdown, but it doesn't take you back. Nothing switches. This market here doesn't switch to a bullish mode. It stays bearish, so there's no reason to get out. This one doesn't change. No reason to get out. You may be catching a little bit of heat right here, but there's no reason to get out. Alright, then you get the second entry. You swoosh down. You're probably going to meet your profit target right there in this down move right here. So you have plenty of room right there to get out. You get anywhere between 5 and 8 ticks in that down move. Let's say you get in right here. I don't trade any. I just want to know where the first 3 signals are inside this trend. Now look at this one. It just falls out of bed. Beautiful. So anyway, this is where it takes place on this chart. This is where the trigger chart, those entry signals. So yellow oval equals yellow oval right there. So you can see how the two work together. That's all we're doing. We're just waiting for this chart to expose the trend, and then we're looking to take advantage of it. Gold futures, same thing. This is a bearish, blue line under yellow. So right in here is where the trigger chart starts doing its thing. So we have bearish down move. We get the red automated entry signal, and again, these signals are automated. I'm not placing these on the chart. They're being generated in real time. So this is the part that I have coded. I don't have the filter coded into this trade, so that all I see are just these signals here. That's what I'll be working on next. So we get an entry there. I don't know if you would have hit your profit target, depending on where you got in at. There's a good chance you could have come out on that trade, but I'm going to say you didn't. Let's say you get in on the second signal and you have more than enough opportunity. You got over $1 and some change, to try and get out of that, almost $2 in that down move. So no reason, even if you got in this one, it went against you, took a little heat. We didn't have a cross. There was no reason to get out, no reason to shake out of it. Just let it try to work its magic, and it did. All right, here it is on Apple stock. So we're going to keep following a stock, a stock market index future, a commodity either like gold or crude, and a FOREX component, just to show you that this works in everything. All right, so here we are in Apple. Nice down move. I gotta tell you, it works really good on Apple. I've been watching it for a couple of weeks, and yeah, I'm pretty impressed with how this thing works in Apple stock. So anyway, we get the down move. Here's where it takes place on this chart. You see right here, we've got a uptick, but nothing. It doesn't change my trend model at all. So we get up to this area. We switch. We start to go down. We see the first red entry, second. So you got plenty of opportunities here. It depends on the size you're trading. To equate Apple stock to the futures, you'd need to be trading about 1,000 shares of Apple. To do that, you need a portfolio margin account. So you could trade Apple. Honestly, if you wanted to trade this signal small, you could trade it with 100 shares. That is, if you had the system. Hey, listen, I just don't have this available that I can hand out right now, guys. But I just wanted to show you what I'm working on. Give you a glimpse into what I think is going to be the single best directional trading system I've ever seen. And hopefully we'll be able to get this pushed out, sometime early part of next year. But anyway, just wanted to update you that. I'll keep showing you this stuff. Again, this indicator here that you see, the blue and yellow line, it's not available on any software package. Neither is this right here. I didn't mention this indicator. It's more of a confirmation to me than anything. 9 times out of 10, when the long-term chart is in a down mode, this one is going to be in a down mode too. But there have been times when it has not been. So this will be part of my filter as well. But anyway, just want to give you guys a quick update on that. And hey, have a good weekend. If you have any questions about this, maybe how to build one of these for yourself with indicators you have access to, just drop me a line. Anyway, have a good weekend. And this is BA signing out.